Yeah, with a group from Idaho Knights of Columbus, and we've traveled to Vietnam, and we're on day 2. Last night we stayed in a city called Kon Tum, and we woke up this morning and got in our van, and we drove an hour and a half out into this beautiful countryside. We're, I think, a stone's throw from the Cambodian and Laotian border, and we're here to deliver some wheelchairs to people who are in great need. Something that I learned this trip after so many trips to Vietnam is that there are several different indigenous peoples. They grow coffee, and there are rubber plantations all around here. So for the most part, they're farmers, and they're very, very poor. And they don't have prenatal care, so the people are sometimes born with issues that require them to have a wheelchair. And so we're here. There are some children here today that we're going to give wheelchairs to, and a couple of adults. And the people are just amazing.
To see the joy in their face upon them identifying that the wheelchair was theirs is phenomenal. The people are gratified, they are happy, and this is in a rural area that is abounded by virtually nothing. These people probably have never been away from this environment because of inadequacies in their abilities to be transported or to transport. And I think just the fact of seeing people who were interested in them has a great effect on their well-being and their feeling towards the world. To see them smile after receipt is really heartwarming. I mean, it touches you, it really does.
I guess I've just been surprised. Probably many of these people for so long didn't have a wheelchair, hard to get along. One guy today was going around in a wheelbarrow. It's just amazing. And then just to see their joy on their faces, their family when they're in the wheelchair. And even though we have a language barrier, don't necessarily understand each other, you can just communicating with somebody goes more than just speaking the language. Just see the joy, the happiness in their eyes, and just a very beautiful experience. You can just really sense Christ's love.
Yay!
Something so small made such a great change in this person's well-being. His arms went to those wheels and away he went, just going like crazy, pushing that wheelchair.
Xin chào. Xin chào.
So we just gave a wheelchair to a woman when we got to her house, and she was coming down her hands, and she's got so used to getting around without having a wheelchair, paralyzing the legs down, that she's just very happy. Got into her wheelchair, and we were interviewing her. She's just very joyful, very happy, very joyful. She's gonna be able to get around now.
Picked her up and physically transported her to the chair. They are so happy to see this wheelchair, but it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience.
Beautiful. Beautiful, thank you.
Bây giờ có cái này các chị đẩy được nhé. Nói.
Mọi người đây.
This is like really special gift for her that it could help her a lot to move. I mean, around the house or even outside. She feel really happy, like as earlier she said that it was shock to her that a group of people and bring in a wheelchair and that it might help me a lot. That's what she said.
As we came out of the house, we saw this other guy coming down the road. He had a little tarp on the bottom, like taped up, belted around on his backside so we could get around. We weren't even supposed to give him the wheelchair. We're thinking, like, what? What do you mean this guy's the perfect one? So we went to the house where we were supposed to go. That guy wasn't there. So it was like God was saying, hey, this guy needs this wheelchair more, and we just gave him the wheelchair over here. He's just overjoyed. He's got, I mean, he was used to getting around. He wasn't even expecting that. So it's like that blessing that God's given him, using us. You can just see the joy in his eyes right now, everyone else around him. So, yeah, no, it's great. Yeah.
All right, come on.
We come here to give them, and they give us more in return. And it's just so hard to describe. But thanks to people like the Knights of Columbus in the United States who are helping sponsor the wheelchairs to countries like this, it's just it's heartwarming. And I encourage everyone to consider coming on a trip like this. These are the people, and they're so loving.